Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. Titanfall 2, Titanfall 2, Titanfall 2, Titanfall 2, Titanfall 2. For those of you who have been subscribed and following my channel for the past few years, you know that the original Titanfall is one of my favorite first-person shooters of all time. And it was a multiplayer-only game, and I'm more of a single-player co-op gamer. PvP multiplayer games don't, for the most part, appeal to me. So you can imagine how blown away I was playing Titanfall, playing a PvP multiplayer game, and absolutely positively loving it. Don't get me wrong, Titanfall certainly has its shortcomings. Not having any sort of single-player mode where you can play multiplayer matches with bots as players. I still don't understand why the original Titanfall doesn't have that. And oh my god, I actually cannot think of any other legitimate or possible concerns or flaws with the first Titanfall. The first Titanfall was just so good in so many regards. Really, all it needed was an offline single-player mode where you can play with the players as bots. Basically, Titanfall should have did what Evolve did, and it would have been absolutely perfect. Whether they do that or not for Titanfall 2 will be a huge plus, but they're giving us the next best thing. Confirmed single-player story campaign. Titanfall 2 will have what the first Titanfall did not have. Again, sorry to repeat myself, but Titanfall 2 is getting a single-player story campaign. Oh, so much yes. So much yes. After seeing both the reveal trailers for Titanfall 2, I can tell you guys, I'm pretty excited. Titanfall 2, in many regards, based on the reveal trailers for multiplayer and campaign, seem to be upping the ante in all regards, with even more depth, even more variety, even more crazy sci-fi action. After watching the Titanfall 2 single-player campaign trailer, I'm already invested. I want to know more about the story of the game. I want to know about the main characters. I want to see those set pieces in action. I want to explore and fight in all the levels and locations that were revealed in the trailer. I just really want to play the single-player campaign for Titanfall 2. Especially because, you know, it's being made by Respawn. Respawn being, as you all know, the original Infinity Ward. These are the guys that were making the fantastic, the memorable, the beloved, the critically acclaimed Call of Duty campaigns. These are the guys that made the campaign and the multiplayer for Call of Duty 1, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. You know, the Call of Duties that actually had heart and soul behind them before Activision completely took over and started milking that cow and beating that dead horse? This is technically Respawn Entertainment's, the original Infinity Ward's, first single-player campaign that, one, isn't a Call of Duty game, and it's their first campaign since Modern Warfare 2. So this will be an awesome return to form with them. Because if you remember all the original Infinity Ward Call of Duty campaigns, the ones made by Respawn, all those Call of Duty campaigns found a very healthy balance between action-packed gameplay and cinematic set-piece cutscenes. Whereas with the more recent Call of Duties, it's more set pieces and cutscenes over gameplay. With old Infinity Ward Respawn's Call of Duty campaigns, there was a balance between the gameplay and the set pieces. The set pieces were not the only appeal for the Call of Duty campaigns, it was also the gameplay and the well-designed levels and shootouts and combat scenarios that happened in the campaigns. And now that they're making a Titanfall campaign, they're free from the shackles and limitations that Call of Duty had. Their game takes place in a sci-fi universe. They can literally do whatever the fuck they want. They want to have crazy alien animals and monsters for boss battles, or create unique enemies that engage in combat scenarios with them. They can do that. If they want to give you a ton of unique sci-fi weaponry, like something out of Mass Effect, or the Red Faction games, stuff that just completely obliterates your enemies with lasers and black holes and explosions, they can do that. And because this is Titanfall, their own unique sci-fi universe, and not Call of Duty, which, with the original original Call of Duties and the Modern Warfare series, they had to be at least somewhat grounded and somewhat realistic. There had to be certain boundaries to the set pieces, certain boundaries to the story, certain boundaries to the level design. With Titanfall 2, its own unique sci-fi original universe, they can do whatever the fuck they want with the locations, level design, and set pieces. I have no doubt that we're going to see some crazy stuff in Titanfall 2's single-player campaign that we've never seen before. As well as, of course, a healthy amount of giant robots beating the shit out of one another. So yeah, I'm pretty damn excited for Titanfall 2's single-player campaign, even if it doesn't blow my socks off. Playing and experiencing Titanfall gameplay in a single-player environment will be no doubt enjoyable to me. But what Titanfall is most known for? It's multiplayer. And that multiplayer reveal trailer. God damn. Gotta admit, I'm pretty impressed. I've seen both the original multiplayer reveal trailer and the extended B-roll multiplayer gameplay footage. And I gotta say, I can't believe they did it, but they actually did it. They found new ways to innovate Titanfall's gameplay, which I didn't think was possible. The first Titanfall, to me, had perfect gameplay. It was so well balanced, had a great amount of depth and variety, but now they've just added more and more and more. From what I've heard and seen and been confirmed, there have been some changes along the way, and some of those changes do bug me a little, but I see the benefits of those changes, and I know these changes for hardcore Titanfall fans, it may upset people, but I can see all these new additions and all these changes coming together to create, yet again, another well-balanced, in-depth PvP multiplayer shooter with a ton of variety. I mean, just the two added additions of sliding and the brand new grappling hook add so many more dynamic possibilities to how you engage and move around the map. And mastering these new additions while combining them with the base running, double jumping, and wall running. Needless to say, once people master this, we're going to see some crazy gameplay from players. Other new additions like brand new abilities and equipment, along with old returning equipment and abilities, will no doubt create some very interesting and different playstyles for people. Along with returning old weapons from the first game and brand new weapons, oh man, it's going to be crazy. Crazy fun. Speaking of crazy fun, the stars of the show, the Titans. They are back with a vengeance, with 6 Titans this time. Double the amount of Titans from the first game. And if all the information I have read and watched and heard about the new Titans in Titanfall 2 is that they're going to be more akin to MOBA-esque hero-like characters like what we've seen in Overwatch, Battleborn, Rainbow Six Siege, and Evolve, where you will still have customization over these characters in terms of certain attributes and skins. You will have customizable different skins, colors, and patterns for Titans this time around, which is awesome. That's one thing people really wanted from the first Titanfall was Titan customization, and now we're getting a ton of it with colors, skins, and patterns. But not Titan loadouts, because apparently each one of the 6 individual Titans will have a specific weapon and specific special abilities only available to that Titan. So again, like heroes from Overwatch and Battleborn and Evolve and Rainbow Six Siege. Now I can understand this upsetting some people, not being able to pick your custom abilities and weapons. But I can kind of see why they're going this kind of MOBA hero route. Because in the first Titanfall, I was noticing an abundance of Atlas Titans with 40mm cannons, electric smoke, and nuclear eject. Of course, you got your Striders and your Ogres here and there. But the hardcore competitive Titanfall players, Atlas, 40mm, electric smoke, nuclear eject. Just over and over and over. The thing is, when you give people loadouts, they're going to look for what they find most effective or what the community meta says is most effective, and they're going to roll with that. By creating 6 unique Titans with 6 unique weapons, with a variety of different abilities for each 6, I can see people actually having to switch out and try all the different Titans for different situations. And while I will miss being able to create a custom Titan loadout, I can see the benefits of having 6 specific Titans. Also, in many ways, it will make these individual Titans more memorable, more lovable, more fan favorites, like with these games like Overwatch and Battleborn and Evolve and Siege, where people have their different favorite characters. People in Titanfall 2, I imagine, will have their different favorite Titans. You'll have Ronin players and Scorch players and Ion Respawn players. People who really love those Titans but will switch out to the other Titan classes depending on the game mode and the situation, which could lead to a lot of depth and tactics and variety. So I'm a bit 50-50 on the whole pre-made Titan classes, but I certainly see the benefits. So throughout this video I've had nothing but positive things to say about the reveal of Titanfall 2 for its single player campaign and its multiplayer. I do, however, have one gripe. Just one gripe from everything I've seen from campaign and multiplayer, and these two are connected with my one gripe. And that's that they've redesigned everything. They pulled a Halo, and moving from sequel to sequel, they've redesigned all the character models and weapons and Titans and all that stuff. The only thing from the original Titanfall's aesthetics are the pilot helmets. In both the single player and multiplayer gameplay trailers, I was seeing a lot of the original pilot helmets from the first Titanfall. But besides that, everything looked almost completely different, like it could be from another video game. They pulled a Halo. Don't get me wrong, the new designs look wicked! They look awesome, but this is just a personal nitpick, a personal gripe of mine that I have with video game sequels, is when they completely redesign everything, instead of up-resing, just adding more detail to the old character models, weapon models, models in general. They just redesign it from the ground up, and that just bugs me in terms of consistency. Because now, instead of looking like a continuation of Titanfall, it looks almost like a reboot, almost. Like a remake. That's just a personal gripe I have with all video game franchises that redesign everything sequel to sequel. There are some things where I like change, but there are also some things where I like it when they stay the same. But hey, that's just me. Anyways, this has been a video, me talking about how excited I am for Titanfall 2. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section below. I love reading comments, get nearly enough comments. Please leave a comment. If you like the video in any way, shape, or form, please hit the like button. The like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video if you hit the like button. And if you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media, Twitter, and Facebook. And finally, if you want to help out and support me directly, then please consider pledging and becoming a patron on my Patreon. Anyways, guys, that's been a video, and I will see you all later.